sci-fi Doctor Who particularly, never got it. And one thing I can't do, wish I could though, and that's building stuff. Hayden Jones met a very, very talented man with a vision who put those two together in Taupo, and this is what he came up with.
Taupo, Thursday afternoon. A city under attack. It's a Darlek, and it's not content with simply browsing Briscoes.
Hi, sir. Do you have any items on you?
When I was a kid, I used to watch this on the TV, Darleks, and they used to frighten me.
Curiosity.
It's a robot, but of what sort?
Turns to apprehension.
Okay, all right.
And people should be scared. This Dalek's packing heat. Actually, that's a little lame. This is better.
I want one.
Tell the guy who made it, I think he's just brilliant.
Darlek HQ is a shed in Kinloch.
And it's actually a poison gas. I've seen on Doctor Who, everybody just drops dead as soon as that fire's out.
It's Raoul Leland's place. He's the guy who made it. He did it because he thought he had most of the parts already.
I had the top of a vacuum cleaner and it looked like a Dalek head. And I also had an electric wheelchair that I'd put a bar stool on. Used absolutely none of those parts whatsoever because it just got out of control. Because you can't buy Dalek parts on Earth that I know of, because it all came from outer space, and the freight on that was just a killer.
So he improvised.
The sucker on the end was out of a bullcock, out of a trough. A few microlight parts, and there's solar light. There's some guy still looking for his electric wheelchair.
Raoul's an engineer. His shed is full of toys.
We'll get that into there.
The making stuff is genetic, comes from his dad, Terry.
When Doctor Who first came out in black and white, TV sets were very hard to get, and my father built his own television set, and we had it for 15 years. We watched Doctor Who on a homemade TV set, so I made a Dalek.
Raoul says his Dalek has actually helped his health.
This part of the hand works all right, but the rest of it is just so sensitive that you can only really just use your little finger.
You see, Raoul is lucky to have his hand. He cut it on a piece of stainless steel.
It sounds cool.
He can't work, so this Dalek project has been therapy. His son Adam has helped. It's been a labour of love.
Building it with one hand and my son to help me, and it took a year. For the 12 months I spent building it, for just a couple of minutes to see people's reactions, it was worth it.
Oh, he's waving at us now.
Raoul wants to share his Dalek with anyone who wants to raise money for good.
I'd like to do as much charity work and help other people as I can, because it's helped me get my hand working as best as I can again.
It can be lonely being the only Dalek in Taupo, but don't despair. There is talk of a sequel. This will no doubt please the locals.
Next year, a bunch of Daleks, Cybermen and Doctor Who baddies will roll into the capital to host, as Wellington hosts, the Doctor Who Symphonic Spectacular. I know, based on the 50th anniversary proms in February. The Sydney Opera House, where the music was played by the Metropolitan Orchestra, is here. Warren Goodwin got in touch with us, by the way, as well. This is